freezer on the street outside for like 8 nights in December in Philly, $700. Boy, was winter. Okay, I'm gonna go with plan number 2. The hello, how are you? Pay me big bucks. As you can see, my next tour de force was coming out of an elevator in the pilot episode of Beauty and the Beast. Sadly, the tragedy of the pilot of Beauty and the Beast, though it's really good, you know, you can say, all of the really big scenes with Larry, that was my character, in the pilot, were cut out to make room for the original characters, the Joe Maxwell, that rubber band thing that he does in the pilot. Yeah. So if we could have lost like 3 minutes of the rubber band thing, there'd be a lot more of it. So I'm Larry. I was asked to take Carol Stabler to the safe house. Yeah, and then of course we found her laying face down in a game show we were on, like spinning behind her. Choker, she's dead. Okay. So there's Larry in the pilot, and there's Central Park. You guys are gonna tell me the episode where Vincent wakes up in the park in the morning. What was that? Promise if I don't remember or something. Somewhere lost. Anyway, I'm cleaning through, which is actually a different park in LA. I'm walking around wheeling the trash area there. A lot of you have heard the story about that, I think, but what happened when they set me up. Gusman, I think was directing that. And so, you know, so I don't know how I got involved in doing these things. Probably because I'm so shy. And I just went, can I be in the movie? So, I don't know, it just worked out that I was going to do that. They wanted some action, and I'm like, all right, I'll go. No problem. So they got this trash can, and you pull through on the wheels, and I'm like walking through with this. Speak louder. Gentleman without his fur on. All of a sudden he's like, hi, stage manager from hell. Get out. So anyway, they loaded this trash can with 78 pounds of sandbags. And, you know, it's like, and we're rolling in action. Then there's the scene where, I don't remember, one of the episodes we shot on the lot, we shot some stuff on the lot at Universal, and Linda walks over to me on like this drunk sort of vagabond sleeping in his doorway. And so there's like little times around probably 5 or 6 episodes where I'm passed out on the subway or it's usually covered in a lot of sort of sticky smells. That was always like, hey, we need somebody like just doused in honey with like feathers all over. Okay, about 2,000 yards behind the counter. Okay, what did that give me? And all right, one more quick question. Very wonderful and dear lady. Patty worked with Cosmo for 100 years, back when they were writing Greek tragedies. She used to read for Ron, she would write coverage for scripts for Ron, she would edit Ron's stuff. So they were very close friends. And she did most of, if not all, and Linda could probably talk a little more to this, of the research on the poems that were chosen. She would present a lot of the ideas to Kaz, and different literary references. I mean, that was one of the things that Patty did, was look through a lot of things and bring ideas to that table. So at some point, she wasn't Ron's assistant by any means, and her gracious thank you again was Ron's way of saying, by third season, I think Patty was able to negotiate for a credit or so. And credits really don't mean a lot in that sense. But she was able to at least get a little bit more of a bill of thanks on screen. But Patty's just a wonderful. In fact, those of you that know that concert I did several years ago, where for this struggling artist friend of mine, and Ron and Linda came and Ron read the poetry. Patty chose almost all the poetry that was read that night because she's her deep love and understanding of books. I couldn't tell you, I don't know books. I don't know anything about it. All right, I'm going to go. I think we're going to bring up, you can come back up, Mr. Nasty. Deferred friend of mine. Please bring up, thank you by the way for sitting up. Continuing Saturday with Beauty and the Beast, and hopefully we'll see many more of you besides the rest of the weekend for another couple hundred years. So, Mr. David Schwartz.
Okay, just a couple of announcements here. Dorothy Seltzer, Sandy Ross, and Pam Tuck, you got to return your costumes to the customer, please, and please put on some other clothes instead. And those of you who have seen convention videos in the past, you might remember that on the Q&A sessions, you usually have to sit there and go, let me hear the questions. So, what we'd like for you to do is, if you have a question, please stand up so we can see your face, and please speak out so the microphones can pick you up, and then also so the artists don't have to repeat themselves. Maybe you better not.